Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Volunteers will kick it away first. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Offense set on first down. The lone back's got it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here comes the option. The pitch. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but this snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On second down, looking again to throw. He finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Razorbacks have it with a first and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Vols headed quickly to the line. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to you.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Arkansas 7, Tennessee 0.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, running back gets to give. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. Hard running there. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulo.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes his connection. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. The 30. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. With the catch, it's McKenzie. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
It's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. On the option. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on fourth and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The first down for the offense. Quarterback checking off. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jeff.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It's first down from the 11. Can't get him to the ground. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dialing up a second down pass play. Snags it, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quarterback keeper. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Try to get it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Arkansas 28,
The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried?
Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Got the back over the middle. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a...
He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That completion delivers a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried...
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And the punishment has been extended. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he tacks on the extra point. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. First down for this offense. Going with the ground game left. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
They're bringing heat. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. And the timing just a hair off. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the stomping has commenced. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 18 to Houston. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Smashes through. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Play was an near disaster now, dealing with 2nd and 13. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try it over the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or you say, hey, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. Off he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and good for them. They put together a drive, they got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Running toward the tape. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. It's reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. All wideouts, no backs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Volunteers have pushed it inside the 20. He wants to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback made himself at home in the pocket until the defense finally raided his house. Down he goes. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Second down now after the sack. Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But
the freshman able to get home with the sack. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Unloads it left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That
pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. The 20. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness